Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to learn about conjugate of a complex number and its properties. Let z be a complex number which is a plus iota b, where a and b both are real numbers. Then its conjugate is represented by z bar, and that is a plus a minus iota b. It means what? If we want to write down conjugate of a complex number, that can be represented as real part of z minus iota imaginary part of z. It means the sign of the imaginary part is to be changed. That is called the conjugate and represented by z bar. Like, for example, suppose we have a complex number z, that is 2 plus 5 iota. Then its conjugate z bar will be equal to 2 minus 5 iota. Let's take one more example. Suppose you have been given z1 and that is 3 minus 5 iota. Then the conjugate of z1 that will be represented as z1 bar will be 3 plus 5 iota. Let's learn about the properties of the conjugate of a complex number, and the first property is z bar is equal to z. What does it mean? It means conjugate of a complex number is the number itself. Let's see the proof of it. Let z be a complex number which is a plus iota b. A and b are real numbers. If we find the conjugate of z, that will be a minus iota b, and that is represented as z bar. Now if we find the conjugate of this conjugate of z bar, that will be bar of z bar will be equal to a plus iota b, which is equal to z, and therefore we can say z bar is equal to z. Second property is z plus z bar is equal to twice of real part of z. For the proof of it, we take as z is equal to a plus iota b, suppose. Then we know z bar is equal to a minus iota b. If we add the two, z plus z bar, this will be a plus iota b plus a minus iota b. Iota b and iota b will be cancelled. This is twice a, and this is equal to twice of real part of z. Third property comes as z minus z bar is equal to twice of iota imaginary part of z. Let's take the proof of it. Z is a plus iota b, suppose Then we know z bar is equal to a minus iota b. If we subtract, z minus z bar is a plus iota b minus a minus iota b, and we find a plus iota b minus a plus iota b. Now a and a will get cancelled, and this will be twice of iota of b. Can we write this as iota into twice of b, that is iota into twice of imaginary part of z. Let's learn about the fourth property. Z into z bar is equal to the square of the real part of z plus square of the imaginary part of z. Let's see the proof of it. That is, let z be a plus iota b, then we know z bar is equal to a minus iota b. If we multiply z with z bar, that is a plus iota b into a minus iota b, we can write this as a square minus iota b square, because we know the formula x plus y into x minus y is equal to x square minus y square. That is a square minus iota square b square, and that can be written as a square minus b square, which is a square plus b square. And we know a is the real part of z and b is the imaginary part of z. So we can say that z into z bar is equal to sum of the squares of the real part and the imaginary part. The fifth property is z1 plus z2 bar is equal to z1 bar plus z2 bar. It means if we find the conjugate of sum of two complex numbers, that is equal to the sum of their conjugates. Let's take the proof of this also. If z1 is a plus iota b and we take z2 as c plus iota d, then we know what is z1 plus z2. That is a plus iota b plus c plus iota d, and that comes as a plus c plus iota b plus d. Real part is the sum of these real parts, and the sum imaginary part is the sum of the imaginary parts of that we know. What is the conjugate of this z1 plus z2? That is z1 plus z2 whole bar. Will that be a plus c minus iota b plus d? If I simplify this, may I write this as a plus c minus iota b minus iota d? May I also write this as a minus iota b plus c minus iota d? And we know this is z1 bar, and that is z2 bar. So we have the conclusion that z1 plus z2 bar is equal to z1 bar plus z2 bar. Sixth property we have z1 minus z2 whole bar is equal to z1 bar minus z2 bar. It means the conjugate of difference of two complex numbers is equal to the difference of their conjugates. As a proof of it, we take z1 equal to a plus iota b and z2 equal to c plus iota d. Then z1 minus z2 is equal to a plus iota b minus c plus iota d. That is a minus c plus iota b minus d. If we find the conjugate of this, z1 minus z2 will be a minus c minus iota b minus d as per the definition. If we simplify this, will be a minus c minus iota b plus iota d. and we can write this as A minus iota B minus C plus iota D. Can we write this as A minus iota B minus C minus iota D? This we know is conjugate of Z1 and this is conjugate of Z2. It means we are getting here that Z1 minus Z2 whole bar is equal to Z1 bar minus Z2 bar. The seventh property is Z1 into Z2 bar equal to Z1 bar into Z2 bar. It means the conjugate of product of two complex numbers is equal to the product of their conjugates. For the proof of it, let's see, Z1 is A plus iota B, Z2 is C plus iota D. Suppose these are the two complex numbers we've taken. Then Z1 into Z2 is equal to A plus iota B into C plus iota D, and we know how to multiply. There will be A into C minus B into D plus iota A into D plus B into C. If we go for the conjugate of this, then Z1 into Z2 whole bar will be AC minus B into D minus iota AD plus BC. If we go for Z1 bar, that is A minus iota B. Z2 bar is C minus iota D. If we multiply them, Z1 bar into Z2 bar will be A minus iota B into C minus iota D. We know how to multiply them. That is AC minus B into D, because minus into minus will be plus and plus into minus is minus. So this will be the real part of it. And then we get plus iota into minus AD minus BC. If we take this minus common, this is AC minus BD minus iota AD plus BC. From this we are very clear. Suppose this is relation 1, this is 2. From 1 and 2 we find, hence from 1 and 2 we get Z1 into Z2 whole bar is equal to Z1 bar into Z2 bar. The next property is Z1 upon Z2 whole bar is equal to Z1 bar upon Z2 bar. It means the conjugate of the division of two complex numbers is equal to the division of their conjugates. For the proof of it, let's take Z1 as A plus iota B, Z2 as C plus iota D. If we divide Z1 upon Z2, we know is A plus iota B upon C plus iota D, and we know that this is equal to A plus iota B into the inverse of C plus iota D. We have already learnt it. This can be written as A plus iota B into C minus iota D upon C square plus D square. We know this can be written as A plus iota B into C minus iota D upon C square plus D square. If we multiply them, this will be AC minus minus, it will be plus BD plus iota BC minus AD upon C square plus D square. If we find the conjugate of this Z1 upon Z2, that will be AC plus BD minus iota BC minus AD upon C square plus D square. Now, We know Z1 bar is A minus iota B. Z2 bar is C minus iota D. If we divide Z1 bar upon Z2 bar, that is A minus iota B upon C minus iota D. We can write this as A minus iota B into the inverse of C minus iota D, multiplicative inverse. That is A minus iota B into C plus iota D upon C square plus D square. That is A minus iota B into C plus iota D upon C square plus D square. If we multiply them, it is AC plus BD, because minus into minus is plus iota into AD minus BC upon C square plus D square. Can we write this as AC plus BD? If I take minus common here, minus iota, this will be BC minus AD upon C square plus D square. And we got the same thing from the first relation. It means we can say that Z1 upon Z2 whole bar is equal to Z1 bar upon Z2 bar. From this video, it must be very clear to you what is the conjugate of a complex number, how to find it, and what are the properties of the conjugate of complex numbers. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any doubt or comment, leave them in the comment box and I will get back to you.